Last time, MASH entered the world's most prestigious magic academy despite having one tiny problem. He can't use magic, not even a little, and somehow that's exactly what makes him terrifying. As soon as MASH arrives at the academy, he realizes he's surrounded by students who have been using magic their entire lives. Meanwhile, his solution to every problem is still the same: muscles, not strategy, not talent, not magical knowledge, just enough muscle to make a bodybuilder question his career choices. The school quickly begins testing the new students. For one challenge, they must complete a difficult magical assignment that requires precise control over magic. Most students solve the task normally. MASH looks at the assignment, looks at the pen, and immediately breaks it. Not because he's angry, not because he's nervous. Bro just forgot his fingers have the grip strength of an industrial hydraulic press. At this point, everyone around him is already starting to think something is seriously wrong with this guy. But the real shock comes during another test. Students are expected to use magic to travel efficiently across a large body of water. For everyone else, this is simple. For MASH, not so much. Instead of using magic, he does the most ridiculous thing imaginable. He starts running across the water using pure physical speed. No spells, no magical tricks, just legs moving at impossible speed. At this point, even the water is confused. The other students can barely believe what they're seeing. Some of them are convinced they're hallucinating. Others are wondering if this somehow counts as magic. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. It's just MASH being MASH. As the entrance challenges continue, MASH encounters a girl who ends up getting caught in a difficult situation. Most students would probably solve the problem using some clever spell. MASH has a different approach, a very direct approach. A wall stands in the way. The wall looks strong. The wall also has absolutely no chance of surviving. Bro punched the wall like it's made of balloon, and that wall discovers it chose the wrong anime. Everyone nearby freezes in complete disbelief. The students stare, the teachers stare, even the people who run the academy are left speechless. Imagine spending 10 years studying magic only to get outperformed by a guy whose training routine is probably lifting mountains before breakfast. At this point, people are beginning to realize that MASH isn't just unusual, he's a walking natural disaster. One teacher in particular starts panicking. The more he watches MASH, the less sense reality seems to make. Every rule of the magical world says this should be impossible, yet somehow MASH keeps proving those rules wrong again and again and again. The teacher is basically watching his entire education fall apart in real time. Despite all the chaos, MASH continues advancing through the academy. Eventually, the headmaster takes interest in him. This powerful leader has seen countless talented students over the years, but nobody quite like MASH. The headmaster understands that the boy standing before him has no magic whatsoever, yet he also recognizes something else. MASH possesses a different kind of power, the kind of power that makes insurance companies nervous. Before long, MASH is transported to the dormitory where students live during their time at the academy. For most people, moving into a magical dorm would be exciting. For MASH, it's just another obstacle course waiting to happen. The moment he arrives, strange things begin happening. Instead of using magic to handle heavy objects, MASH simply grabs metal with his bare hands and bends it through sheer strength, like he's opening a soda can. To him, this is completely normal. To everyone else, it's horrifying. Things become even funnier when locks and doors enter the picture. One teacher demonstrates how magic can be used to open a locked object with elegance and precision, a perfect example of magical skill. MASH watches carefully, then immediately ignores the lesson. Why unlock something when you can introduce it to your fists? Using raw strength, he destroys the obstacle directly. Problem solved. Not the intended solution, but definitely a solution. His classmates are beginning to understand an important lesson. Whenever MASH encounters a challenge, there are usually two options: the magical option and the MASH option. Unfortunately for the laws of physics, MASH always chooses the second one. The chaos reaches another level when he deals with a dorm room door. Most people would knock, some might use magic. MASH decides neither option sounds necessary. The door doesn't survive the encounter. That door had dreams. That door had a future. MASH ended both in a single scene. His future roommate quickly learns that privacy is going to be extremely difficult around someone